sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game,
ready to rock and roll. Here's Jonathan Garibay. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
and he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
Throwing on first down. Ford under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Man, he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Apparently this defense has come to play. A sack and a run stuff behind the line on the first 2 plays.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot. C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Up the middle they go. Hilton. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll try again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints nothing. Jonathan Garibay taking over.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. 4. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bishop. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 15 carries, 86 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Hilton. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Hilton, and he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. On 3rd down, Hilton, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now 14-0.
Saints nothing. Jonathan Garibay to kick off.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Ford. And the ball is knocked out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Jonathan Garibay to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Well, the focus goes back to Chris Olave, the Saints offense. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 10 yards, good for the Saints. 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Ford. He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Ford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, they'll throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. That is taken in by Rodgers. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run on 1st down. Hilton, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Jonathan Garibay to kick off.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun. Ford. Olave holds it in. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Ford. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw on 2nd down, Ford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Garibay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a visiting Lion, and we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Here we go. On the ball, now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. It's Brown.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. On first down, Hilton. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
And they'll run again.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
An extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Jonathan Garibay taking over.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Looking to throw. Ford. They'll find Everett there, complete.
And he's going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first and 10, Ford. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Straight ahead, Walker. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Operating from the gun, Ford. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, would it be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit?
Back now here on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
19 tight, 19 tight. 70 range,
2nd and 1. It's Rodgers here with a grab. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Complete to Hilton.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Let's go now. Hustle, hustle.
They'll run on 1st down. Hilton, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Lions are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. An extra point up and good by Garibay.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jonathan Garibay to kick off.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing to start the drive. Ford. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Ford. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bishop. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Ford. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Ford. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw again. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
2nd and 3 at the 37.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Ford. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and they will remain well behind. Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Detroit. 54 yards.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Garibay on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That's good for a Saints.
Back to throw. Ford.
The pass caught by Olave. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
This one goes underneath to Walker. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So this one's home.